Hi guys, it's Belle here and it's time to work on a page in my October daily journal. I've also completed another couple of pages so we can chat about those too. So firstly, this was day 7, day 8, which I did off camera. My partner and I went to a lovely little garden centre that day. Again, it was just a day where it was just like a normal little day, but I wanted to document going to the garden centre. There was only a tiny bit of autumn and Halloween left. The rest was Christmas. And I don't know why, but I've never been to this garden centre, which is only, a little 10 minutes away from me, around Christmas time before. I don't know why that is. I will be going back. There's a lot of fun Christmas things there, but it's not Christmas time. So I took a picture of, they had quite a few cute little autumn displays left, but I took a picture of this one, which is these gonks, which I absolutely love. I have been collecting gonks for probably about 10 years now. So for me, gonks are just a thing. It's a thing in our family, but I'm very, very specific now in the ones I buy or bring into our home to share our space with us, because they're everywhere now. The last few years they've really taken off, but I thought these gonks were absolutely gorgeous. I didn't pick them up. I may go back and see if they're still there. And then, so this page has a couple of flips to it. So we've got this, it says Harvest Love, got a little pumpkin. It's quite a chunkle pumpkin. Got some leaf trim, and this flips open, so there's writing space there, and then you can see these plants. So I saw some beautiful plants at the garden centre, but these are really giving me autumn vibes, especially this one because of the deep purple. Hope you can see that. And then this one with the red and the yellow and the green, they will really give me autumnal vibes. So this says Plant Smiles because it's meant to be Plant Smiles, Harvest Love. And this flips open too, guys. So we've got 2 flips, and then in here is a pocket. I haven't written on it yet, but I will be, of what we did that day. And then that evening, oh, and we've got this sort of background paper, some stitching. I also have a pack of these gorgeous autumnal gonks. I think I bought them last year and I didn't get to use them. So he was just perfect with the browns. There's a lot of browns and orange on this page. And that night I watched a couple, the first 2 episodes of Buffy season 1. I am a humongous Buffy fan. And you know what? I just loved it. And then I thought, perfect, let's watch the original Buffy movie. I don't know if you guys have seen the original Buffy movie. I'm so glad they made the series. That's all I can say about that. But there are some iconic moments in that are hilarious. And I have to admit, her dress in the final out prom area, brilliant. But yes. Yeah, I don't know if they were going for comedy horror, because it starts off not being too kind of comedic, but by the end, yeah, it's full on comedy and so many vampire tropes. It's so funny. Anyway, highly recommend if you haven't seen it and you want maybe a good laugh. So that was day 8, and then we're going to go on to day 10 because we're going to work on day 9. I know, a bit all over the place, but there's a reason for that. So this, I really love how this spread came together. So day 10 rather, again, just a day where I wasn't doing much of anything, bit of housework, lots of crafting, which is not a surprise considering if you're watching my channel at the moment, I'm doing a lot of videos. So a lot of crafting, lots of things to finish up, all that sort of stuff. And so I went out and documented parts of my garden because, guys, I know there is this kind of idea that the UK is just grey and raining all the time. And I'm going to admit, it can be like that. But we are in October. And this is my garden, parts of my garden right now. My roses, or this is one of my rose bushes. My roses are still in bloom. You can see some of the sunshine. I mean, they're still in bloom, guys. It's October. These are spring summer roses. It's October. I still have raspberries. All the apples and pears have gone, but I still have raspberries. I have several rosemary bushes. In fact, there's one behind this rose plant, but actually further in the garden is my favorite rosemary bush, and it is massive, guys. I mean, it grew from a tiny little thing and now it's it's humongous. I cut it back a little, but I love rosemary. So, and my rosemary bush is full in flower, and you can see how bright this is. I haven't brightened this photo. It is full sunshine. There's sunshine today. And then I took a close-up of the rosemary flowers because I feel like they have like an orchid look to them. You know, like little mini orchids. I think they're adorable. And then I actually, look, this is a 3 swivel. So it's this beautiful day down there because it was. And then I actually have one of my rosemary stems. I've laminated it. It will dry. I've done this in once or twice in personal journals where I've just taken some rosemary. Sometimes I just sellotape it in there and then you can just smell it. And then I've used one of the Tim Holtz rub-ons, and it says observations. Because these are my observations, I've used some of my green paper at the back here and said the song of nature, because these are my observations of the day. And then this is attached to the pocket. We've got this kind of nature autumn paper behind. We've got this wooden one which kind of reminded me of my fence, so it's picking up the fence in the background. It's sort of picking up that. This rosemary bush is like all along one part of the fence. I had, when I planted it, planted other plants near it, including another rose bush. They then had to be moved because my soil loves this rosemary. Got some leaves, and I've put thankful because I'm just thankful that I have a garden, because it doesn't matter how big or small, I have a little piece of nature that I can call my own and that I can grow things in. I love the way the observations looks like on the roses as well, because this is laminated. It has that kind of see-through effect, but I love that. And yeah, so that was day 10. It's October, guys. We had a lot of rain at the start of October, which my garden is obviously loving. But to go out in October and still find roses and rosemary blooming and other plants and raspberries. Yeah, and a lot of green leaves still on my fruit trees. So day 10, day 8, we are going to be working on day 9, and it's a double page spread. And that is because it's a bigger sort of day. So we're going to start by putting some paper down. I've cut it all and I've inked around this, but I haven't done the other page, so that's fine. You'll get me to see me ink around that. Like, it's not the most exciting thing, but you know. And on this day, on day 9, we went to visit our boys. They are at the same university. One of our boys, the one who's just started his second year, he is really poorly at the moment, which is always a bit of a worry because he has congenital health conditions and immunity problems. So we went down to see him and make sure that I'm inking in walnut stain, and just take him supplies, check how he is, sort stuff out with the doctor, all that kind of good stuff. But he was really, really poorly. Not too poorly. Like, if he was seriously poorly, I would have brought him home with us, which is what we do sometimes when he gets very ill. Because of his medical conditions, it's just easier if he can come home and be monitored and stuff. But he wasn't that poorly. He was quite ill, but not poorly enough to need to come home with us. So that was good. And thankfully, we're only like an hour away, so we can get there quickly if things get worse. And his brother lives like a 15-minute walk from him, so at least there's someone in the town. So we took him down all his supplies, did what we needed to do, and then luckily our youngest son was not working that day, So he's like, oh, well, should we spend some time together? I was like, oh, yes, definitely. Any opportunity. Any opportunity to spend time with my babies. And his partner was actually not working that morning either. So she was able to come with us for a little while, and we just spent some time together going around the town. I like to pull in the 2 pages by using some of the paper at least, because, you know, just going around the town, doing fun things, looking at stuff, you know, just enjoying time, which was really nice. Obviously, it was unexpected because we hadn't expected to go down for another couple of weeks. So take those unexpected joyful moments. I'm going to put this on at an angle. And yes, we spent some time with him and his partner and just had a really nice few hours before having to come home. So that was really, really nice. And I liked walking around just seeing what autumn decorations there were. And this is, we'll do the other side first, then we'll do this side. So one of the things was, I saw this, there was like this beautiful tree that's all yellow and green, but underneath the whole place was covered in these beautiful yellow leaves. I thought, oh my gosh, I like that. So I took a picture, obviously. And then we walked past the pub and they had these skeletons climbing, and the orange ones, I don't know if you can see it properly, but they're actually pumpkin headed. So we've got normal skeletons and then pumpkin headed skeletons. And obviously I had to take a picture of that because I just found that absolutely, I think I'm going to put these on at angles too. I just found it absolutely hilarious that, yeah, that there was this sort of weird, I think I'm going to put in this somewhere. Do I want it there or down here? Yeah, that this pub had put these skeletons. I thought it was, I think I like it there. I just thought it was hilarious. I'm going to put a tab on this. I'm going to put tabs on everything. Wondering, I don't want the leaves. I don't want to pull in the orange. Hold on, one fell. Let me have a look. I might have this green one. So yeah, that was fun. And just saw some more decorations. Just had a lovely time. Had lunch together, you know, just a quick bite to eat. So made the most of an unexpected visit. Thankfully, my other son seems to be feeling a bit better now that we have medicines sorted and that, which is quite the relief. I feel like I know what I'm missing. I'm looking at this thinking, what's wrong? What's wrong with it? I know what's wrong. I haven't stitched around it. So I'm going to go and stitch around these. And then I'll be back. So it's a few days later, guys. When I had actually pressed pause so I could go and stitch, when I came back, I didn't actually press record again. I ended up ending the video. I didn't realise I carried on thinking it was filmed. I watched the first 5 minutes back of the video, thought that looks great, uploaded it, put it on YouTube, and then one of you lovely lot messaged and said, Belle, do you realise that it suddenly stops? And that's when I went and watched the whole thing. That's completely on me. Normally I watch my videos all the way through, but doing 2 videos at the moment and prepping for others. Yes, I will be double checking everything. And anyway, so unfortunately I actually finished that page and you didn't get to see it, but we will take a look at the finished page. It's just one of those things that happens. So I did end up stitching, keep dropping everything out of the back. I did end up stitching all around these, as you can see, and then I've ended up adding that sweater weather is better together and a few bats in places, want to use up my stickers, and this cute skeleton and flower, because I felt like the flower kind of works with the reef behind and the skeleton looks like the climbing skeletons. And then on this side, this is what you didn't get to see, I put another matte photo, which is matted on some black card at an angle on top of the orange pocket, and I put this on as a pocket as well. And that is me with my baby boy, who is 23 now, but he's still my baby. And that is me with him. I got to stop touching photo paper with glue. So yes, that's ours. I've put piles of smiles because, you know, I was spending time with my baby boy and that's what matters. And I put some bats. We've got a little sticker banner that says the number 9. This was actually a square, a little square 9, and I cut around it because the square was too big. We've got 2 pumpkins. Looks like a mum and a baby pumpkin. And yes, I had just been saying in that video that we'd got to spend lots of time together and do things. So there is a tuck spot here, and that's my baby with his partner. I've put some tea stain paper on the backs of these so I can write on them. They've got a tab. Yep, I asked everyone their permission. My kids know. They know when October or December hits that there's just going to be photos galore of them. And they all know that I do dailies. Obviously, I asked them. Are you still okay with me taking pictures? But it's such a joke now in our family because I've been doing this since 2019. If you watched my video talking about making journals, daily journals, October and December. And yeah, they're just like, oh, it's October again, Mum. Do you want us like this? Do you want this? What do you want over there? I'm like, yes, please. And do you mind? And his partner was very sweet. And she was like, I don't mind you showing me either. I was like, okay, excellent. Because otherwise, obviously, I wouldn't. And then behind here, so one of the things we saw is we went into this amazing shoe shop. I saw beautiful, oh, the most beautiful boots. And these kind of high-heeled spat type shoes, you know, the black and white ones from, was it the 20s they did spats? Anyway, oh my goodness, I could have stayed in there for ages. I took a little bit of a picture of the window. These are like flocked. They remind me of some scrapbook paper. And I wish I'd taken, these are like the flocked spat shoes, but a different look. I wish I'd taken a close-up of these because they were mainly black with like a silver filigree design. And I don't know why, but they were screaming Nightmare Before Christmas to me. I don't know why that was. So I was in there for quite a while. This is who they are, Embassy London. And I've just attached that. And the guy in there, I was the only one in the shop. And he was like, do you want to try on some shoes? I was like, better not. Better not. I mean, firstly, I wouldn't have been able to buy any because as far as I knew, they were all real leather. But other than that, I just, yeah, it's not a good idea. I am a boot person. You can see that in my photo. I have sparkly red booties on there. I am a boot person. I love boots. And they had so many in there. And so I wanted to document that because I just loved it. And I have this little star paper clip that was gifted to me, and I always save them for journals that I make. And then I thought, do you know what? No, put one in my own journal, and it's in a kind of rose gold. So I just really like this page. It's quite simplistic. Again, I'm showing you how just with a bit of matte and layering and a few stickers, you can really just make a page super, super quickly in your October or December daily, whichever you're doing. And obviously we did this page, which we talked about the garden centre. So day 8, day 9 when I was visiting my boys, and then day 10 in the garden. So yes, I'm sorry you didn't get to see me complete this page, but it's one of those things. Yes, with everything we're doing and being so busy and running around and all that, I just I made a little bit of a boo-boo. So thank you for pointing that out to the lovely subby who did. And this will all be uploaded again, but complete. So that is it, guys. I'll be back soon with some more pages to share with you. And thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of autumnal fun. Bye for now.